am Ofentse Moleki, a master's candidate in English literature here at the University of Johannesburg. I am a founder and executive director of a non-profit organization called Vaginal Care Initiative, and I'm also a senior tutor for English first year level. I became a first year in the University of Johannesburg in 2021, where I registered for my first year. It was during COVID-19, and content learning had just recently been introduced in tertiary education. We depended too much on online learning because we couldn't go to classes, see our lecturers. So tests, exams, and assignments, everything was done online. It was a big transition from high school to university, and it had challenges, but the great outcomes outweigh the negatives because I got to adjust. I got to understand what is expected of me very quickly, and it also opened doors for me to register for my nonprofit organization with the university. My organization was founded in 2020 after I had a bad experience with a local clinic where I expected to receive feminine hygiene education and assistance. However, the clinic prioritizes pregnancies, chronic illnesses such as cancer, HIV, and AIDS. Therefore, I had to book a consultation with a private medical health practitioner, and I realized that coming from a township with high levels of unemployment, not every woman could afford to pay for that kind of a service. Hence, so now I provide feminine hygiene education for free for disadvantaged women, and sometimes we also give them products to the events that we host. UJ is doing a lot and more than enough to support these organizations because they provide free training, free resources, they give you context and connections for people who have been in the community development industry for years, and that basically overweighs other organizations who will require money for us to get all of these. As a UJ alumni, I help undergraduates by verifying the information that they get from social media platforms, especially during registrations, where a lot of scams are mobilized on social media platforms in the name of UJ. So we basically alert them to stay away from scams, to stop paying people for application fees and registrations, especially people who promise to give them space in the university, because the university follows a very strict process to allow students who applied on time to receive an opportunity to get their responses and outcomes in an integrity manner, and making sure that everything is true and everything goes according the way it's supposed to go. Nobody receives any amount for anything. As UJ is celebrating 20 years of academic excellence and community development, my message is to basically tell UJ to maintain their standard and to also improve it by just keep on focusing on the sustainable developmental goals that they emphasize. And as a recipient of the Global Excellence Stature Masters Scholarship for 2025, I would say they should always focus on the SDG goals and always ensure that the societal impact from the students.